It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
It's another Friday. It's another episode of the Binge Bum Podcast. How are you guys out there? And you, Scott, of course.
Well, they can't answer you, but I can. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Good for you.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Cold.
It's the last day of April.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's gonna be May.
Oh, I forgot about that meme. That's going to be all over May 1st. And then May 4th. And then Cinco de Mayo. Oh, my goodness.
All the great days are coming up in May.
That's right. You ready for some streaming news, Scott?
I am. I've done my research and I got lots of things to say.
All right. Hey, Wednesday, Netflix debuted a new feature called Play Something. It was developed to stop the endless scroll. I think we've all been there, haven't we? And just sitting down for an evening is like, what the hell are we going to watch?
Yeah, it helps you kind of curate what's out there and maybe narrows it down a little bit.
And maybe it will surprise you on something that you think, I'm not going to watch that, or don't even know that something is out there. Anyway, when you press it, you're going to get one of four things. Either a brand new series or film, a series or film that you're already watching, a series or film that's on your up next queue, or an unfinished series or film that it thinks you might want to revisit.
Yeah, so if you started watching Veep and you left off in the third episode, it might let you know that it's out there to watch.
Like, hey, you forgot this.
I don't think Veep's on Netflix, but you know what I mean.
No, it's on HBO.
Sorry.
Did you notice, Handmaid Tale fans, Hulu, out of unprecedented with its previous 3 seasons, Hulu dropped the first 3 episodes of season 4 of The Handmaid's Tale on Wednesday. I think that it was kind of had the internet up in an uproar because people were just, it's that one series a week kind of thing,
right? And
they dropped the first 3.
Surprise! And they've actually been promoting this a lot on broadcast TV. I've seen tons and tons of commercials for this.
And then continuing with the tradition, so this is a 10 episode season, and the rest of the 7 will, of course, drop weekly.
Is this the last, or has that not been determined yet?
I don't know the answer to that question. If this is the last, I know there's a lot of talk about this war with Gilead and all that stuff, but I don't know if it is going to be the last.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about this next one. Can I talk about it?
Yes, you may.
All right, so you and I both really, really enjoyed the first 2 seasons of the Kominksy Method. This is the Michael Douglas and Alan Arkin series, which I just thought was so friggin' good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is probably, which is probably not everyone else's what they think of, is the relationship between Michael Douglas and his daughter in this. I just think that it's like smart jokes. It's really fun.
Yeah, I like her. I didn't write down her name, so I don't. You guys know her from other stuff, and if you haven't seen this series yet, you'll know her from a bunch of things. Yeah. She's really funny. Anyway, the big news is the trailer has dropped. I watched the trailer today. Funny. It's going to be a good season. But they're introducing a new character. His name is Morgan Freeman.
Have you heard him?
He's being played by Morgan Freeman. He's going to be playing kind of an exaggerated, heightened version of himself, which is kind of fun. Also, and this hasn't been widely publicized, but it is true, Barry Levinson is also playing a highly heightened version of himself. He's the
director.
Yeah, he's a producer, director. He's also an actor. He directed Rain Man. He's directed many, many movies that we all know. So it's kind of fun to see real life people in there with their actual friends in real life. Michael Douglas, who is not playing himself. He plays a kind of a washed up actor named Sandy, who is now an acting teacher.
Correct.
But in this third season, third and final, by the way.
Correct.
They're going to wrap it up with this season. Sandy gets a big break. He's been cast in something. So he's going to be on the big screen again, which is kind of fun. Alan Arkin had always decided to only do 2 seasons. So when they decided to do a third, he was going to be out. And it's kind of sad that they killed off his character of Norman.
Yeah.
But that's what the whole season is about. And Michael Douglas's character, Sandy, has to deal with being the executor of Norman's estate. But here's the fun stuff. Kathleen Turner is back as Sandy's ex-wife, which is really fun because, of course, Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas were in Romancing the Stone and Jewel of the Nile and War of the Roses, and they're so great together, and it's fun to see them. And I think she has a bigger part this season.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that's from the trailer, and you have to watch it, is when they introduce her into the trailer, she's on an airplane, and they call each other, and he says, "Hey, ex-wife," and she says, "Hey, ex-husband." It's real fun.
It is kind of cute. And, of course, they've played husband and wife before and lovers before.
That's right.
She looks very different.
Yes.
She's big. She's
blown up a little.
She definitely hasn't gone under the knife. But you know what? It makes her all that more lovable. And she's got that classic gravelly voice, which I love so much. Love her. Only 6 episodes, so it's going to be a short show. Yeah. But I'm excited about it. It drops on May 28th. Dale, I've already put it on our calendar so we won't forget.
Have you?
Excited about this one. Yeah.
Cool. I think that you should take this next story because this is the one that you brought this to my attention. I think you might be more excited about this than I am.
Wait, I want to go back 1 second.
What?
We didn't write down where the Kominksy Method is. It's Netflix. Okay, good. There you go.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, people should know. It's season 3 now.
Well, people don't know. People don't know everything. I didn't know.
Oh.
Now I do. What else? What else you got?
Cole Sprouse.
Oh, I love this.
He's coming to streaming, people.
Dylan Sprouse and Cole Sprouse. They are identical twins. They came to fame as
Big Daddy.
This Big Daddy, and then after that, they had their own show on. I think it was Disney or Nickelodeon. I don't know which one. Disney.
The Sweet Life
of Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
And of course, Cole has gone on to be in movies. He's also Jughead on the Riverdale show on the CW. And now he's going to be in a new romantic comedy on HBO Max.
Uh-oh.
What is this about?
Yeah. So it's going to star Cole Sprouse, Lena Kandor. It's a new sci-fi romantic comedy. I have never heard of such a thing. Have you? That's why I put it in quotes. I was like, this has got to be like a new thing.
A new genre.
Yeah. So a feature film called Moonshot. It's going to be set in a time where humans have finally colonized Mars. And it follows the 2 characters as they sneak on board a space shuttle in an attempt to be reunited with their significant other.
So they're leaving Mars and coming back to Earth.
No.
Opposite way.
They're on Earth and they hop on a shuttle to go to Mars.
Okay.
The opposite way.
The opposite way.
Apparently, in this story, Mars is much better than Earth. It's like the best of the best, and only select few people, basically the top 1%, get to go to this new colony on Mars.
Well,
it's like the best hotel that you could stay at.
I can't wait to go. Let's go.
So
I don't think that's good. I don't think Mars is ever going to have a 5-star hotel, but we'll see.
And so this has just been announced, so we likely won't see any of this until early next year.
Yeah, and he's busy filming Riverdale right now, so it's going to be a while before this happens. Cool.
In June, HBO Max is set to launch a new ad-supported tier, something that I never thought I would say when it came to HBO Max. With a new price tag of $9.99 a month, subscribers of the tier will feature ads, but it will not give you access to those same-day theatrical releases.
Got it.
You know, like the King Kongs and the Mortal Kombats. You won't get any of those unless you subscribe to the premiere tier of $14.99.
Right, exactly, it is.
So that's going to launch in June. They have confirmed though that HBO original shows, the Game of Thrones, the Sopranos, things like that originated on cable, will not see the ads. So you can watch those ads free.
So if you watch an episode of Sex and the City, it's not going to be cut up with ads.
Exactly.
But if you watch something new, it will be.
Correct.
What's the point of that? I don't understand, but that's good. That's fine. Yeah. And you're saving $5 a month.
Saving $5.
You have to watch ads.
Yeah. Because those theatrical releases will eventually make their way back.
Yeah.
Once they, They got 31 days on HBO Max. They go for rental, and then they'll come back. So.
I think I'd rather pay the $5 and get it all and not have to watch the ads.
I agree.
$5.
Exactly.
Not going to kill you.
No.
I mean, you can't even buy a coffee at Starbucks for that.
Maybe just black coffee, but that's about it. It's time for some new show news. You put this on a list, but this was already on my list because I'm very excited about this. It's called Hacks, HBO Max, coming out May 13th. It's a new series starring Gene Smart. It follows a legendary Las Vegas comedian, Deborah Vance, who becomes worried about losing her great Las Vegas gig because of her age and is set up with a young and entitled writer.
Guys, you have to Google this right now and watch the trailer.
I can't do it justice by reading this description. It's great.
But if you guys know Gene Smart, you know that she is an amazing actress. We first got to know her pretty much from her stint on Designing Women back in the, late 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
She was amazing in that. But then she was on 24. She played kind of the psycho first lady.
Oh, I didn't know she was on 24.
Oh, 2 seasons. She was amazing. Oh. And most recently, she's been on HBO's Watchmen, which we didn't get into, but I heard she was really she's good at playing villains.
Yeah.
Now in this, she's not a villain, but she's kind of villainous behind the scenes when she's not on stage.
Right.
Yeah, she's kind of a diva.
Very much diva.
Grizzled kind of comedian. It looks really good. This is a series. I don't know how many episodes there are, but I put it on our calendar. It's only a few weeks away. It's
I know.
Less than 2 weeks away for May 13th. Well, I am very excited.
Yeah,
about
and so this is one of those ones that I put a star next to, and basically what that means is once this is ready to premiere, it's going to go. We're going to talk about it again on our weekend watch list. When it's ready. So
we'll definitely do a review on it.
Yeah,
for sure. Love it. You guys check out the trailer. The trailer. You will want to watch it too.
Exactly.
I swear to God, almost this entire page that we're looking at on our script is HBO Max. It really is worth the money, people. It's worth the money.
I'm telling you, it's the one that is going to put Netflix should be on their toes.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah.
That's probably the only one. I mean, it's a big deal. If you it costs a lot of money to subscribe to all of these streaming networks. If you had to only have a couple.
Yeah. I put HBO and Netflix at the top of the list.
HBO and Netflix. That's what I would subscribe to.
However, you've got some Apple TV news.
Well, yeah. And as of right now, at least until June, it's free because they keep giving me a refund for the pandemic. They just put out a trailer for their new. I put this out there. It's like a psychological dark comedy called Physical. It's a new series coming out June 18th. It's about this tormented housewife in the 1980s San Diego who is battling personal demons, and then she discovers aerobics. And it reminds me, and I like the way maybe you can help me describe this. I like the way that it's filmed. Like you could tell it looks like it could be like on a VHS tape. It kind of has that dark color look to it. It looks kind of cool.
I suspect that it wasn't filmed on digital. It was probably filmed on film.
You think?
And that's how they got that look. Yeah.
It's really cool. So she discovers aerobics, sparking a new journey towards empowerment and success. It's considered a dark comedy. A couple like Deadline, I think, called it that, as well as I believe Variety also called it that. And if you look at the trailer, you'll see some jokes that are about drugs and things of that nature. It looks pretty interesting. Something that I didn't think you wouldn't suspect Apple TV Plus to have this kind of show, considering their catalog currently.
Right. It's very different for them, and it's very different. I haven't really seen anything on TV like this, but it definitely has that kind of. I want to say, what was the movie about the porn star Dirk Diggler? It kind of has that look.
It has
to
that look.
It's definitely about a woman kind of overcome with stuff, and she wants to fight back and take back her life. That kind of story. Yeah,
like her husband's verbally abusive. Yeah, and stuff like that. So she's kind of finding her own journey, and it ends aerobic. So I don't know that kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look very funny to me, but we'll see. I didn't get very excited about it when I saw the trailer, but I would really like you and I to watch it so we can do a little review about it. Yeah. I love Rose Byrne. Rose Byrne is the lead in this. She, of course, was in the X-Men movies. I loved her in Neighbors. That was the movie where she was married to Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, that's right.
And the frat house opens up next door to their new house.
Yeah, she looks so different in this.
Zac Efron is in that. I love that movie. She's also, of course, amazing in a show called Damages on FX with Glenn Close. Did you ever see that one?
No.
She was so good in that. And Glenn Close played a wonderful lawyer villain in that. And yeah, she's done it all. I think she's Australian. But she really does a really good American accent.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have guessed, especially from The Neighbors, because I've seen both of those.
Yeah, she usually has an accent in stuff. She had an accent in Neighbors. Yeah. She didn't in Damages, though.
Oh.
So comes and goes.
Gotcha.
Comes and goes. Okay, we will watch that. That comes out June 18th. And we will watch it and let you guys know if you should watch it, too.
There you go. You want to take this one?
I don't know. I can take it and throw it right away. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of feel like I've seen this before. This is a new show coming to Hulu. It's a series coming soon. We do not have a date for it. They just released kind of a teaser trailer.
It's very small. Yeah.
It's called 9 Perfect Strangers, and it features who else? Nicole Kidman, who seems to be in everything nowadays.
She's making a comeback.
She's been in like 4 TV series just in the last 12 months. Yeah. I mean, she had that HBO, it's right on the tip of my tongue. The one she did with, what's his name? Look at me, y'all. I'm pulling a Dale.
Oh, that was great.
I'm pulling a Dale. Anyway, she did that HBO show. She was on All the Pieces and the Little Fires. I don't know. She's been in all kinds of stuff. This has also got Melissa McCarthy in it, who we love. And I wrote down...
The Undoing.
The Undoing. Thank you. That was the HBO series.
Yes.
Melissa McCarthy and Nicole Kidman never stop working. That's what I wrote down.
Right.
They literally are constantly in movies and TV shows. Constantly.
Right. So
just like Reese Witherspoon.
So the pandemic did nothing for that. These people had to have been working all last year for these. I mean, she just came out with that Thunder Force movie. This one is now who knows? This is probably coming. This is coming soon. So maybe late summer.
Yeah.
So it's got to be in the can.
Yeah. So this is based on a book of the same name called 9 Perfect Strangers. It's a psychological drama that follows 9 stressed city dwellers who attend a health and wellness spa that promises transformation in 10 days. However, as you might expect, things aren't as what they seem. So I don't know what's going on here, but... I'm
kind of excited because Regina Hall is in this.
Oh, love her too.
And... if you don't know the name, you know her. She did a lot of the parody of Scream.
Yeah.
I can't think of that name, but she's just been in a lot of comedies, and this is something that I haven't seen her in before.
Right. Yeah. Scary movie.
Yeah.
That's she's been in tons of stuff. She can do broad, crazy, laugh out loud, funny, and then she can do other stuff. So maybe this is the other stuff. Anyway. So we don't know when this is coming, but you guys can watch the teaser trailer for that. It's about, I don't know, it's not even a 2-minute trailer. It's kind of very small, short. Yeah. And of course, Nicole Kidman, and back to her, she's also right now filming Aaron Sorkin's Lucy and Desi movie, which I'm excited about. I can't see her as Lucy, but you know how I love Aaron Sorkin stuff and I love his dialogue. So I think that it could be good. So we'll see. It's about behind the scenes.
I was going to say, it's not going to be... because Aaron Sorkin doesn't seem right for a...
It's 1 week in the life of Lucy and Desi, and something happens, and it's a real life thing. So we'll find out.
All right.
Right.
We have your weekend watch list, what I like to call Up Next, because that's what your queue is called, right?
Yeah. It's the stuff that you can watch like almost right away, or at least within the next week.
Exactly. Up first, we don't do this very often. We have something for the family. It's The Mitchells versus the Machines, a new animated film by Netflix. It premiered today, April 30th. And this is about a dysfunctional family whose road trip is upended when they find themselves in the middle of a robot apocalypse and they become humanity's last hope.
It is super cute.
The dog is great. He has crooked eyes and it's funny.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The animation looks great. I watched the trailer. You guys can watch it too if you want to see if you like it. But yeah, it looks cute.
It does.
It looks Pixar-ish. It's not Pixar.
It's not Pixar.
But it looks very close to that.
Yes.
It's kind of like The Incredibles a little bit, where we're a family of superheroes. They're not superheroes.
They're not superheroes, right.
But they they figure out ways to thwart the robots, which is kind of fun.
And what's fun is that they say that this is a dysfunctional family. I just think they're a typical family.
That's true. It's absolutely true.
It's a typical family, not a dysfunctional family.
Yeah, so check that out. That's good. I want to watch that one.
It just seems like it could be like a fun, like late afternoon thing. You just want to sit down and hang out and watch. It looks great. A new series on HBO Max, That Damn Michael Che, a new comedy series. Michael Che from SNL for was it Weekend Update. I think I called it something else earlier. It's a new comedy series where in each episode we'll illustrate what it feels like to experience everyday situations, including racial profiling, unemployment, falling in love, and more, but all from Michael Che's perspective.
It looks really cute. You can watch the trailer for this one too. And it's this show.
I meant to write this down because this reminded me of the Dave Chappelle show.
It's similar to that.
Where it's hard to tell from the trailer, but because it kind of has Michael Che kind of just sitting in the chair and then talking, and then it goes to skits. Yeah. It's kind of like Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cross between that and kind of a cross between a docu kind of real thing and skits to kind of prove their point.
Making a parody of everyday life situations.
Cool. This is HBO Max. It premieres next May 6th, which would be...
next May 6th.
Not next May 6th, but the next May 6th that we're getting.
I believe it's Thursday.
Next Thursday. Yeah. That's right.
And, of course, as always, we have to mention this. May 4th is around the corner. So Disney Plus's Star Wars The Bad Batch, an animated series, comes out May 4th.
Hey, I'm excited about this one. I wasn't before. I was
going to say, because we talked about they just like, animated Star Wars. I don't know if I'm into it.
Yeah, but now I've seen the trailer, and it's very realistic looking.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It reminds me, there's like characters on our pinball machine that are kind of the same thing.
Yeah, because this is an animated series that follows the elite clones of the Bad Batch as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy after the Clone War. It's very realistic looking. Like almost they filmed it and then like colored over it. It's
right.
I think it looks good. I mean, if you love Star Wars stuff, I think you would be loving something.
Yeah,
like
if you're a true diehard Star Wars fan, this is something that should be. See, for me, it can't be animated. For me
all right. Well, will you at least check out the first episode?
Yes, I'm going to do it. That's the thing that's our role.
Okay. Well, we'll do that.
That's right. Hey, that's going to be our show. Thanks for listening to the Binge Bump Podcast. If you like our show, be sure to rate us wherever you like to listen to your favorite podcast, and we'll be back next week.
Happy binging.